Alright, here's a little, I think addendum is the right word. I don't know anymore. I'm bad at English. Please no bully. Um, Before the video starts, just know that there won't be any manga panels on the screen anymore like I used to do. It's just gonna be a single picture on the screen, I guess, because I got copy striked. I played, if you actually know, no one watched that video, and I deleted it because, well, no, they deleted it because it had images on it. But I played a really dangerous game known as I'm going to post pictures of the manga on my screen. I'm going to try not to get copy striked, and I lost that game by a good amount. So we're not going to do that anymore. Sorry. Do I have anything else to say? I don't think so. So, all right, let's get the video started. Yo, what is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Chibi Revolution. Let's start the video. That was cringy as fuck. So we got a new chapter of Boku no My Hero after what, a week break? Cause you know, actually I'm not even gonna go into it. We got a new chapter, chapter 218, the Special Abilities Liberation Army. I'm just going to go over a little summary of the chapter. I like doing that. I like doing that before I do the actual review part. So let's go. Alright. The chapter starts off with a little bit of a time skip. I'm just going to go over the major details. I'm not going to go page by page like I used to do. It starts off with a little bit of a time skip. We see Bakugo and Todoroki going for the last part of their provisional license exam, and thankfully it was off screen because the provisional license exam has to be my least favorite arc in all of Boku no Hero. Then we see Kaminari watching a commercial for a company that's creating, I think, specialized clothing for people with abnormal, like, mutation quirks and whatnot. And yeah, then we see the office of the person who was in I'm explaining this really badly, but yeah, the president of a company was in the commercial advertising his company, talking about how he's making customized clothing for people with mutant quirks. We see the president looking at that commercial and talking with his assistant, saying if it's good or not and whatnot. The assistant is being hella savage and starts just making fun of the president. The president is just laughing it off, and then he brings up special abilities, which he obviously purposely did that. It wasn't just an accident bringing it up. He brings up special abilities, an old term for quirks, and then his assistant's just like, haha, what did you just call that a special ability? And then the president is just like, oh yeah, I've been recently reading this book called The Special Abilities Liberation Front. It was, the leader was Destro, the writer was Destro, and then the president's just like, ah, so do you like that book? You've read it, right? I think that's how it went down. And then the apprentice, or whatever the fuck his name is, whatever he was, assistant, there you go. It was just like, oh no, those niggas were terrorists. And then the president's just like, it was so sad. The president just, you can tell that he was fighting it back. He was struggling with what he was about to do. The president went up to his assistant and he killed that nigga. And then he started crying because he is the best villain. There were some, never mind. I'll talk about that later. Then after that, we get a little backstory on Destro, and then we learn that Destro actually had a son, and the president is his son. And he has the same goals as his father, to liberate people with quirks. And another one of his goals, which is really interesting, is to stop the League of Villains before the government does. And I think, oh yeah, after that, we see some of his peeps. I'm guessing it's his peeps. Wait. Let me just skim. Okay, yeah. So, a couple of the president's cronies, sorry, I had to burp right there. A president of the president's... What? What did I even try to say right there? A couple of the president's cronies are shown wreaking havoc. And what happens next? Oh yeah, we see Bakugo and Todoroki stepping in to stop them. Because now they've got their provisional licenses. Chapter end. Yay. That was a really bad one. Wait. Good enough. It wasn't exactly great, but it was good enough. Alright, that was the summary part. Time for the actual review part of it. You know, this was a really sexy chapter. It was a really good setup chapter for the new villain. I loved it. And I love that now we don't have to deal with any more provisional license stuff. So that's like a huge bonus. 11 out of 10 chapter just because of that. Now, I'm really liking this villain so far. I liked Overhaul, okay? To the very end. Yakuza arc, my favorite arc. I admit it. I'm sorry if you hate me now or whatever. It was my favorite arc. I love Overhaul. I loved his gang. I hope he comes back. Somehow gets his arms back and gets his revenge. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the new villain. He's really interesting, it seems. I've noticed that he has a very similar appearance to the Joker from Batman the Animated Series. I'll post a picture up. Actually, no, I won't. Actually, I'll post a picture up of the Joker from Batman the Animated Series, but I won't actually post a picture of the president because I don't want to get copy striked again. What was I talking about? I have a really bad memory. Yeah, I really like him. He seems kind of like, I wouldn't say crazy, but just interesting. I liked how he actually seemed to genuinely feel bad when he killed his assistant. It was like a reluctant thing. Like he had to do it. He just didn't want to. And I thought that was interesting. And I'm very interested in what he wants to do to, like, as you can tell, this whole review is, like, you could probably tell it's improvised. I actually didn't write down any points to talk about. Alright. Time skip. I don't care about that, sure. Some people are actually annoyed by it, there being a time skip, and it's just like, do you seriously want the whole series to be them in school? Like, do you want no time skips? We gotta follow them every single day in school? Hell no. I'm pretty sure they're in high school, right? So we've got 4 years of this shit. I want there to be time skips. I don't want the whole series to be them in their first and second year. Alright, what else to talk about? I talked about how cool he seems to be. And I talked about how Bokugo and Todoroki. This is a really, really bad review. Yeah. Thankfully, the provisional license stuff is over. Yay. Least favorite arc of all time. This is a really bad video. I should really write down points to talk about. That's something I should do. Isn't that right, Bro Army? Isn't that right, Pyro Bros? Isn't that right? Didn't Tobuscus, like Toby Turner, have a name for his fans? I don't remember what it was. I'm being all sidetracked right now. The video is 9 minutes long right now. I am a master at dragging out videos, it seems. What was I talking about? Do you like the background music? I do. I really like it. I hope I don't get copy striked because of it, because it's kind of a. I think it's a copyrighted song. It is a copyrighted song. So yeah. I really hope I don't get screwed over. Oh yeah, the villain and his faction. I'm really interested in this quirk liberation thing, because if I recall, the whole thing was that the quirk liberation people, they didn't like how quirks were being regulated, how you were banned from using your quirk in public. They thought that was stupid, and so they fought against it. Obviously, they failed, and now his son, Destro's son, is I'm summarizing again. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. There was also very interesting how he kind of had, someone pointed out that he has parallels with is Norman the son? Is Norman the son? Norman Osborn? Let's look that up. Let's look that up. Jump cut. Yeah, it was Harry Osborn. Okay. It's actually been about like 30 minutes since I started this recording. So, oh yeah, I got a couple things. I guess narrator when they was talking about Destro and talked about how no one knew he had children. It was children, not a child, but children. So it seems as though all those people at the table doing the Fortnite L dance, okay, yeah, all the people at the table seem to be his child. So I guess it's like a little family villain alliance. Now, this is something really interesting, actually. Someone pointed out, I keep saying someone, it's not because I don't want to credit someone, it's just because I don't actually know who it was. Like, I don't know their name or anything. There's no way to reference them. The hackers known as Anonymous. But, someone pointed out that those two marks that the president has, I'm just going to call him Destro. The two marks that Destro has on his head is also present on Bakugo and your Gravity Bitch's costume. So what's the significance of that? Is it just a mark, or is it possible that someone pointed out? I know I'm just using the ideas of other people because I'm cheap. I can't come up with ideas of my own. Please, no bully. Someone theorized that those marks are actually have something to do with a possible mind control or something. It'd be really interesting, because I can't really think of what his little black mask can do. The little black markings, like, what could they possibly do? I don't know. Put it in the comment section. What do you think that little black mask of his does? This is such a bad review. Please subscribe. I think that's about it. It was a really good chapter. Really, really good setup. Hori is really just good at setups in general. He set up Overhaul really good. He's setting up this new villain, Destro, really good. He set up a lot. He set up pretty much all the arcs in a really well way. Like, I feel like that's something you kind of actually, you don't have to. But I feel like a lot of people would agree that even the arcs that turned out bad had pretty good setup. If you hated this video, leave it in the comment section, talk about it, or you can dislike the video, I don't care. The more views, the better, I guess. If you like the video, like it. If you really like the video, comment. If you really like the video, share it with someone else. I want to grow the channel. But yeah. Oh yeah, leave some feedback, you know, because I admit that I'm really bad, and that I should start making like little notes to bring up before I actually start the video. But you know, I need to learn how to improv at some point, I guess. I want to become a clown. Clowns are good at improving. Alright, that's the end of the video. If you sneeze during this video, bless your face. Something, something, something. Into the blackness, the redness, the whiteness, then boop.